Okay, so it's pretty early in the morning. It's blowing like 31 knots just outside of English Bay here, so it's creating a lot of fetch and chucking it in here. It's all coming from the northwest, so it tends to be pretty sheltered in this exact spot that my boat is, but it's going to be pretty bouncy overall. Yesterday was my birthday, so I've officially had this boat for 2 years. I bought it sight unseen on Craigslist on my birthday 2 years ago. I found out yesterday that the storm was rolling in, so I came down to look at my boat, double check all my lines, and double check all my fenders. And I discovered that 2 of my fenders have been blown wide open, which is unfortunate. So I went and spent $150 on 2 new fenders on sale. But I feel better. My boat's on nice, comfortable new fenders. Yeah, and I checked over my lines. A couple of the lines were chafed pretty well, to the point that I wouldn't trust them on their own, so I've doubled down every single line. I've got 3 bow lines, 2 forward springs, 2 aft springs, and 2 stern lines. I went sailing a couple weeks ago with a bunch of tools not stowed away at all up forward, and it got a lot breezier than I was expecting, and all of my shit went everywhere, and I've been totally ignoring cleaning that up for a while now. So I'm going to go up forward and finally give that place a clean. So it's blowing pretty crazy out there. I'll give you guys a quick look at it, but it's pretty okay in here. I've got the forward end of the boat cleaned up, and it's looking good. The boat looks so much better overall. But yeah, I'm gonna head out into the wind and give you guys a quick look at what it looks like out there. This is the breakwater that's saving my boat. my boat's fine. It's pretty well protected. It's fucking windy out. My truck's getting rocked right now. I'm freezing cold. My boat is secure. I got some cool footage. I'm gonna go home. Hey, I'm at home and I'm gonna repair my garments. I've got a bunch of shirts that need repairs. I've got an old pea coat for Becky that needs pea coat buttons put on it. I'm a big fan of mending and repairing garments, and I think there's a lot more life left in every single piece than what we typically get out of it. So I'm gonna do my part and repair some old stuff and keep it going even longer. That's a super cool piece. It's I forget when it's from. It looks pretty early. Naval Clothing Factory. It's got the name and rate. This is wartime, 1940s, World War II. So that's one of the things I have to put some buttons on. It's a good thing. I have tons of buttons. And I've got this CPO shirt. It is missing a button, just the button right below that one. CPO shirts, Chief Petty Officer shirts, they have the anchor button. I'm not doing any repairs to this one, I'm just showing it off. So this piece is from the 1930s or so. And it's got a beautiful old CPO label. Antique nautical clothing is, especially US naval stuff, is some of my all-time favorite. This is my chest of drawers from the 1860s, and it belonged to a captain in the Royal Navy. One of my favorite pieces. It's another early piece, it's from the 1870s or so. But this is super rare. This is a probably 1930s or so Chief Petty Officer's shirt that has been embroidered after the war. This was pretty common for soldiers to take their extra garments or their older garments and do fancy detail work to them. They wouldn't be allowed to wear it on duty anymore, but they would be allowed to wear it while they were on liberty. What makes this piece so rare is that it is a center zip, which is uncommon, and it has a chin strap, which is also very uncommon. And the zipper itself is also very rare. Another nice example of post-war embroidery stuff. This is the sort of stuff that the soldiers were getting done while they were on liberty. It's actually a great example of a liberty cuff. They would have taken these, if this was on a CPO shirt, for example, they would have to flip the cuff down and then they'd be able to wear it while on duty, but then as soon as they were off duty or on liberty, they'd flip it up and then they'd have a little bit of flair and style. After this, I'll stop showing off. This is US Navy. This is 1940s, early 40s. It's wartime. This is an N1 deck jacket. The lining on this is all alpaca pile. Just to show you how much of a nerd I am. The weave of this fabric is called jungle cloth. Okay, time to repair some clothing. Gonna stick with the original button type. I've had worse. Okay, so it's blowing, it's going to blow like 40 or 50 tonight, and I'm going to go make sure that everything is secure on my boat. Also, it's super gross outside. Okay, so good thing I came down to check on the boat. I can hear the bilge pump. I have no idea why. But this brand new float switch is... I don't know what's going on. Float switch is permanently stuck on, which is now the exact opposite of what it was before. Yeah. Almost fried my new pump. It's super warm, which is not good. I don't know. I have no idea. That's crazy. I have no luck. It's brand new. There's a crack, a hairline crack that runs all the way along here. And then all the way along this inside edge, and it keeps going. And I'm sure that's the problem. There's water getting into the main electronics of it. It's toast. All I can do is pick up a new one tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go up on deck. It's snowing out really bad, and there's a big strong breeze coming in pretty quick. So I'm gonna make sure everything's secure on deck and get rid of some of the snow. are now much better secured. Feel good about the breeze that's coming from just over the city. Actually, it's just coming from right over there. But yeah, it's not going to be swelly like it was the other day. As you can see, it's super flat. There's nowhere for swell to build up, but or fetch to build up. But it's still going to get pretty windy, so got to make sure everything's secure. Sails. There's a couple things in the cockpit, but I'm not worried about those. I don't think they could go anywhere, and I don't think it's going to blow enough for me to worry about the dinghy. But all this looks good. It's been 24 hours since I've been on my boat. Float switch was dead when I was last here, as you saw. I just got 2 new float switches and another bilge pump for tonight. I'm just going to hook up 1 float switch so that my boat is still pumping itself out. And long term, I'm going to set up a second bilge pump so that I have 1 on port and 1 on starboard side. This is how much water comes in over 24 hours. I mean, it looks like a lot, but the keelson isn't very deep. It's not a whole lot. I mean, it's more than I would like, but you know, realities of owning a wooden boat. Inspect for flaws this time. Limber hole. I think this limber hole might be plugged. tight up that limber hole. If anyone has any good ideas on how to open up limber holes, that'd be really cool to know. I don't really like the limber holes on my boat. They're too small, and it's part of damage control while you're sailing is like working on the limber holes and making sure nothing plugs them up, so it doesn't take much. It can be a little sliver or something that can just get in there. It's barely bigger than the diameter of this. This barely fits inside, so I'd like to double the size of it realistically. Yeah, if anyone has any ideas, let me know. I'm thinking about a one-sided rasp, like a D-shaped rasp, and sticking that in there. I think that'd be a really good solution. If anyone has any experience with widening a limber hole, let me know. I'm all ears. I want to know. Now to get the float switch screwed down to the hull. I like this one more. It seems to be working better already. It has a sort of a bigger throw to it, so it takes more downward force to turn it off, and it takes more upward force to turn it on, so there tends to be a longer suction period, which is good because it used to just kind of like turn on quickly and turn right off. I've had no luck buying things recently. The only thing that broke on my trip was my Jabsco head, and the only thing that's broken recently is this roll float switch. It's all my new stuff that keeps breaking. Everything else on this boat is from the 1950s and it's still going strong, so I have a 1920s, 30s, 40s, I don't really know, head in my van, and I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna start rebuilding it because chances are, if it's lasted that long, it's gonna keep going, and it's gonna be better than this fucking Jabsco head. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go home. It's cold.